The radio tower has enough power by itself to get into the void. That's how. Once we can get the boss, then we can start healing the region from our experiments.
Wait, what experiments?
It's best you don't know about that part of the past. It's a huge black mark on Team Rocket's history.
I'll find a way to keep in touch, Archer.
We have to. It's the only way.
That's what the distorted rifts were? That starts to make more sense now. I thought it was in relation to Team Rocket, though.
Team Rocket? Those demons in black? Of course they had a hand in it. But I broke the seal.
What seal are you talking about?
Team Rocket knew I was too powerful for this world. They wanted to build a new Pokemon. They treated me like an experiment. They treated me like a lesser being. But that's where they were wrong.
Now what?
We have to report to Professor Elm to find out what to do next. He should know what to do.
Ethan, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm afraid a great evil from the void was the cause.
I know. We were too late in restoring his power.
I know things may seem dire right now, but I believe the evil hasn't broken through fully yet. Though unfortunately, it's able to control things at will from the void, which is a problem.
I don't think this is the last we'll see of it. Its last words were extremely ominous. I don't know where to go from here.
You have to focus and think. How would one stop some evil entity from causing ruin? Who would know how to prevent the great evil from bringing ruin to our world?
I have to think about it more. I'm still blindsided by the fact that my friend is gone.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interfere then. Though whatever you believe, whatever path you decide, we will not try to convince you otherwise. You've already proven your kindness and character that we don't need to worry.
Thank you. I have a lot to think about. I should be on my way.
Even in the face of ruin, he still moves forward. We were right. He truly is the one to help avoid the world to fall into ruin.
I have to thank you, Mythos. Even through a soul-crushing moment, you remained focused.
I wish I could have warned you about this, but I didn't fathom it ever happening.
But I have to ask, we don't have much time until that great evil returns. Who out there could help at a time like this? Could Professor Elm help?
While a good idea in theory, I don't think he knows too much about the void. It would take a while for him to learn the logistics of that world.
Could Lance help us? He helped us stop Team Rocket, and he's a powerful trainer.
We don't know where he went after he left Mahogany Town. Actually, I may have someone, though you may not like the idea.
You're not thinking of who I think you are, right?
I hate to say it, but Petrel might be someone to ask.
I mean, it makes sense. He was the guy to run all of those experiments. But even then, I don't have his number.
Do you remember the card key you've got from the radio tower?
You mean that the director gave me?
Yes, something bothered me about it. It's like Petrel gave him a copy and stole the real one.
That makes sense. He was trying to imitate the director. Let me check the card. What? But why would he give the director a fake card with his number?
Probably didn't want to see him hurt.
Let me try to give this number a call then.
Hello? This is not really a great time.
Petrel? I didn't think I'd get through to you so easily.
Who's calling at a time like this? We're trying to deal with an emergency.
It's Ethan. What emergency are you talking about?
The void was breached from within. It wasn't by us.
Unfortunately, I saw everything unfold. Whatever's in the void, it took over the legendary Pokemon.
It can't be.
The Kimono girls believe I'm one of the only trainers who can stop whatever it is. I have to ask, is there any information you can give me so I can decide on what to do next?
Look, kid, I'll finally spill the beans. Giovanni and the former champion Red went into the world we created to seal the great evil. Unfortunately, that evil was the cause of the transmitter overloading in the Celadon hideout.
So you do know a lot more than we thought.
Well, if we're going to save Giovanni your way, I think you need to know the truth.
So then, what is this great evil that people keep mentioning? Whatever took over Lugia, said it was treated like a lesser being.
Unfortunately, that great evil was a Pokemon we created. That Pokemon goes by the name of Mewtwo. It was never meant to become that, but he awoke earlier than we anticipated, and because of that, he became hostile and destroyed the laboratory as he escaped.
So then if he's still stuck in the void, how do we stop Mewtwo?
There's still a small chance we can stop him, but we're going to need your help. If you can find the source of another breach, we may be able to rescue Giovanni and Red. And in doing so, we can finally seal the void once and for all.
That's cutting it close, don't you think?
We don't have any other choice. We're not going to break reality any further. If you need me, you have my number. Good luck.
Jeez, we're really in a bind then, huh?
Mewtwo.
What's wrong?
I vaguely remember that day. I wasn't as strong, so there wasn't anything I could do. And if history repeats itself, I have to protect my home.
Does that mean...
I want to thank you for making me stronger through these hard times. You've truly proven your worth. But I'd like to use what I've learned with you to help those in need. I won't let Mewtwo do what he did at the Lake of Rage again.
I won't get in your way then. I understand.
Don't worry. If you ever need my help, I'll be there. But just so you aren't empty-handed, I know someone who is just as strong as I am. He was one of the ones who defended the lake before. I know he has some unfinished business.
I appreciate that, Mythos. Thank you, and I wish you luck.
Thank you. This isn't goodbye. I'll promise you that.
Professor!
Ethan, are you okay? I heard what happened with the kimono girls at Whirl Islands.
I'm fine, for what it's worth. But I'm not sure where to go next. All I know is that I have to find another source of the void.
Are you sure? It seems unwise to rely on such a hostile place to fix reality.
That's what the experiment head of Team Rocket told me.
Team Rocket? They were the cause of this?
Not necessarily. Actually, they were trying to prevent this from happening.
Well, I won't change your mind. If you truly think this is the best course of action, I recommend you finding other trainers that can aid you in fixing reality.
Well, there was one I was thinking of. Have you heard anything from Champion Lance?
Lance? Well, I did get a call saying that the Elite Four was ready to help in case anything happened. But that's all I know. I'm not able to be in complete contact with the Indigo Plateau. Reception up here isn't the best, which is why I'm not surprised the call dropped suddenly.
Lance worked with me in Mahogany Town. I'd bet he'd help out again. Especially with the current state of reality and the risks in the future.
That sounds like an excellent plan. I'll support you in any way I can. I'll try to learn more about this world. In the meantime, you can head out to the Indigo Plateau. Lance should be there, and who knows? You could perhaps take on the Elite Four challenge. If you can defeat all the members of the Elite Four, you could become the champion.
I think that's the best thing I can do in this situation. Which way is the Indigo Plateau anyway?
Well, if you surf just off New Bark Town's eastern side, you'll get to Kanto. Follow the path, and you'll eventually reach the Indigo Plateau.
Thanks for the help, Professor. I should be on my way.
Please be careful. There's no telling what may happen next.
Glad to have you back on the team, Ion. Though, I wish it was under better circumstances.
You must believe in me again if you decided to bring me back.
Honestly, I think you have the most potential out of all the options we had.
I'll try not to let you down.
No, silly. You're supposed to feel confident, especially at a time like this. Mewtwo will find any kind of weakness and exploit it. We can't let him do that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I'll try that.
That's the spirit?
Come on, guys. We can't just sit around unconfident. We gotta get to Lance, and fast. Best foot forward.
Yeah, what he said.
You know, with all that's happened, something's been eating away at me.
What are you talking about?
Please don't tell me you're thinking of doing it.
Spire, we can't be living a lie. It's not fair for them to just continue on an endless path.
Can you not speak cryptically and just spill it?
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Lucia.
Yeah?
Here we go.
So, remember how we said we wanted to look for your sister?
Yeah, I remember. There's something you aren't telling me.
Unfortunately...
So you do know where she is?
Unfortunately.
What's the matter? Where is she then?
That's the thing. She was so eager to take on the gym leader back in Ecruteak City.
This is it. This is how the team breaks, right before the biggest battle of our lives.
That sounds like her all right. She was always so curious.
That's the other thing. Her curiosity got the best of her. She took a point-blank focus blast.
No.
Sadly, that's the truth. She didn't come back from that attack.
This can't be.
I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner.
Well, why didn't you? You left me always chasing for something I can never find. And the fact that it was my family too? Have I just been living a lie this entire time?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I could have done.
You could have just left her be, or just switched her out. now I have nothing.
If there's any consolation, he did have a reason behind it. He felt like he was at fault. He believed if he could help you, it may make up for the accident.
It might have if you just told the truth in the first place. I spent all this time searching for what? Nothing? And I got my heart crushed in the process? I should have never gone back on my principles.
Lucia, wait!
I don't ever want to see you again.
Now look what you've done.
You'll just let the lady run away like that?
I mean, the guilt was eating me alive.
We should have told the truth in the first place.
She should be fine. I feel like she'll be back. She just needs to take out her frustrations.
Yeah, Thrash, you gotta think on the bright side. Wait a minute, why are you thinking on the bright side? Aren't you the angry one?
Hey now, don't push your luck. I'm just concerned for a friend is all.
Think we can find Lucia in there?
Definitely. I think everything's gonna be A-okay.